it's me again, Michael Chen, and I'm here on the third in the series. On the first time, we have met TPO, Taipei Professional Orchestra, and the second time we've met Musa, and today I'm going to bring you the spot check on谢明諺and the trio from Japan that he invited to Taiwan. That is a new little one. How is their rehearsal session? Let's go take a look, guys. Come on. Alright guys, here we are at the Jazz Head Rehearsal Studio, and now behind that door is the rehearsal session going on with谢明諺and a new little one, the trio invited from Japan to participate in Taichung Jazz Festival. So let's go take a look, guys, come on. Here we are. Alright guys, we have here today谢明諺with a new little one, a trio. Actually, it's a new trio formed by Dairo-san right there. And so first of all, we would like to ask Min-yen to introduce himself.
So they have like an Akimoto Shu on drums and Hosoi Tokutaro on the guitar and Suga Dairo-san on piano. Super. They are super musicians. So good. Yeah.
Let's talk about the style in a little while. Okay, I'm going to ask Hosoi-san.
Okay.
How are you?
How are you?
We know that Japan, the jazz scene is really, it's heavy. A lot of different styles can survive in Japan. As we talked just now, a lot of jazz clubs in Japan. So how do you find the jazz scene in Japan?
How I find?
What do you think?
What do you think about the jazz scene?
Yeah, as you said, there are too many genres in Tokyo. These music are very connected each other. Yeah, so like pop scene and the jazz scene is very close. Like Suga Dairo is played with Hoshino Gen. Do you know? Is a very famous Japanese pop musician. On his yeah. On his song, he played very crazy piano. And
in the pop song.
In the pop song.
Yes.
Yeah. It is very cool. Yeah. For me, I often play jazz guitar and free jazz guitar, but I made a band of very pop band, and yeah.
So it's in the sense that the whole world, the music knows no boundaries now. You might even in a pop music, but sometimes in the middle you insert some jazz music inside there. So that's basically what you're doing. Let's focus on this new little one. How do you describe your music? You mentioned free jazz.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's free jazz.
It's free in kind of Ornette Coleman's free, or it's free with no rhythm and no chord?
Yeah, and the chord and the rhythm is important, but I think both of mind is more important. Yeah, so it's like there's no rock music and there's no jazz.
Put it all together.
Yeah, put it all together and no border.
No border.
Yeah.
No border. We are not really a pure jazz or traditional jazz.
Yeah.
In jazz, I have an open mind. I can even put Japanese music into it.
Yes.
Okay, back to Min-yen. We know that you performed in a lot of different genres and styles of music, and you collaborated with different musicians from the world, crossed boundaries, just like the theme of Taichung Jazz Festival this year, No Boundaries.
Yes.
Do you have any special recollection of this collaboration? Any special one that you'd like to share with us?
Yeah, because usually the program in the main stage is more mainstream. So I think our music will be really like a unique, super unique for the jazz festival. And also there was another group that I played with. They are from Belgium. I think 3-4 years ago, which is also kind of like a free jazz, but it's totally different direction. That one is much more like ambience, slow and smooth and nothing happening, but actually music going. But our music is going to be really smash. Things happening all the time.
Since you mentioned Belgium, I think we have the information that Minh studied music in Europe. Was it in Belgium?
Yes.
So, can you tell me the education system there, and what's the difference between Taiwan? What do you get when you studied there compared to Taiwan?
Well, because I think for them, jazz is already exists for a really long time, and people are much more associated with jazz. So they have a much more like a different style of music or venue going on. Yeah, so people are really used with it, what jazz is. Yeah, even they have their really own own unique style, Europe, or you can say really Belgian, West Europe style. Yeah, so it's
education itself.
Education itself, it's how to say it's when I was there, there's no like a college music jazz education in Taiwan, so that's why I went there. And I think because the people, they really encourage you I mean the teacher in school, they really encourage you to like develop your own style. But before that, you really need to have to learn the basic. Yeah.
Of course, the jazz scene in Taipei is also blooming, I think.
Yes.
Okay, last but not least, maybe I would like to ask you about your instrument that you choose. Even though you play lots of different kind of music, like free jazz, traditional jazz, rock, pop music, you still play the same instrument, the saxophone. How do you learn that one? How do you master it? And any advice for those who are interested in saxophone?
Yeah, I think saxophone is just really a universal instrument. It's really like a human voice. So you can do a lot of things with the voice. And it's just like and when I played, I try to play actually like a singer sometimes. So you sing directly what you hear, what you feel within a different style, different groove, because then you feel different things. So even the same phrase, same scale, but then you phrasing, you singing, you play differently. Yeah, but I would say that the reason why I can, manage all those kind of style very well is because I have a really strong jazz root. Yeah, because in jazz, I think the training is we really facing to really a lot of different style and very difficult, like a different harmony concept. Yeah, so once you get that, if you can get like a jazz or bebop well, then it's much more easier if you want to step into other different styles.
Yeah, of course.
Okay, so we know that Minh just released a new album a few months ago, which is also according to my ears, they are quite an innovation because it combines jazz poetry in Taiwan with jazz music.
Yeah, like reading. It's not like singing. It's just pure reading poem, and then we put music together along with the poetry. Yes.
Okay, so that's about it. You could get a lot from our dialogues today, and we get to know a new little one, a trio from Japan, which was invited by谢明諺to Taiwan. We hope you get plenty more from today's little conversation with Minh Yen and a new little one. And don't forget, if you like their music, if you like jazz music, support them, support jazz music. Follow and like them on Facebook, Instagram, and
Twitter.
Of course.
Yes.
Yes. And we'll see you next time.
Okay, bye-bye.
Bye-bye, bye-bye. The time is late 1950s. With the rise of black human rights awareness, the fight for equality and freedom also rose, and the idea of removing the shackles was reflected in jazz music. Jazz musicians during that era wished to throw away and change the traditions of jazz music, break through the boundaries confined by chord and rhythm changes, and free jazz was thus born. At this time, you might ask, isn't jazz known for its improvisations while playing music? Actually, improvisation in jazz isn't totally improvised. It has a standard chord or rhythm. In free jazz, all these regulations are broken and total freedom is sought while playing music. It may appear to be quite chaotic and out of order on the surface, but the real test is the individual skills and teamwork spirit of the musicians themselves, pushing free jazz to another spiritual and artistic realm. When talking about free jazz, some listeners may think that each musician is rehearsing his own show. This sense of dissonance is actually the challenge that these musicians pursue. While trying to jump out of the framework and limitations of the past and to pursue more freedom in music, these precious pieces are produced. Although the audience market was relatively small, it brought a giant leap forward for jazz. To experience more of the freedom and unruliness of free jazz music, you can check out the music of Suga Dairo, the pianist from Japan, in this episode. We also recommend the album Free Jazz by free jazz pioneer Ornette Coleman. Have a good listen. I'm sure you'll be moved by the unique charm of this maestro's music in the transition of old and new eras.